Howdy, hey folks. So I'm here at my storage space in Portland, Oregon. I used to live in the apartment complex up above here way back in 2006 to 2007. And when I moved out, then I'm like losing track of where I went after that. I think I went on a trip to, um, it was a trip to Asia. Oh, that's right, Hawaii, Thailand, India, and Nepal in 2007 and 2008. And there were these storage spaces down below the apartments here. And it's a killer deal. $10. Not exactly high security, but it does the trick, and it's not like I have all that much that's particularly valuable anyway. So I got this storage space, and I've kept it ever since because I've been pretty much traveling around ever since I left here back in 2007. I had one stint living back here in Portland in 2009 for about 8 months, but other than that, then I've just been doing a lot of traveling. And so I've kept this storage space. He hasn't raised the rent on it, $10 a month. There's a good tip on one way to make it easier to travel cheap is have a cheap storage space to put all your random crap. Even though this isn't too much stuff, all considering, but still, it's a lot of very very random stuff, and lots of backpacks and duffel bags and shoes and jackets and clothes from my various travels and journals and stuff. And so I'm in the process of putting some things in storage that I had up in Canada, and then taking some things out because I'm headed to Bali, and so just kind of rearranging some stuff. And I came across some old things of mine and thought people might find this a little bit interesting. It is a old scrapbook of mine that I made in a high school social living class. It was like winter of 1989. I was a senior in high school, and we had this class that was, sexuality and culture and living in the modern society. And it was one of these kind of random uh, um, requirements for graduating. And one of the first little projects that she had for us is she just wanted us to make a folder that we were going to use, later on in the class to put our papers and things in, but just to kind of show our personality a little bit, just to make a collage out of this a basic, just well, I'll show you in a second, but so we were supposed to decorate like the front and the back of one page. Make a collage out of it, be colorful, be creative, do whatever you want. And then, that was like the first little assignment. So I got a little bit carried away with it and ended up putting a bunch of folders together and just went crazy on the collage. So here we go. Here's the front, a pretty hippie girl there. You're going to see lots of Bloom County references. I was a big fan of Bloom County. And so then we go on to page 2, some typical high school stuff, girls in bikinis. Here I am, about 16 years old, with my Oingo Boingo shirt. Oingo Boingo was one of my favorite bands, back in the 80s, and that was my first concert. So here's a few random pictures. Me with some friends at Halloween back when I was like 12 or 13. That's me with the orange and black hair. I kind of look like a clown, but I was supposed to be a punk rocker. Here's me and my brother, my younger brother Christo. There I am, doing my thing. Me and my dad. What else we got here? Here's my hippie family. That's me looking kind of pudgy in the middle. My mom on the right, my dad, my younger brother Christo on the left. That's in Glen Ellen, California, where we lived for a couple years. There's my dad on the left, my mom in the middle, and that's me in my mom's arms, and my Uncle John on the right. And some more randomness. There I am again. So that's just page 1. Then we move on, page 2. Now here's the all Bloom County page. I'll get your teddy bear, your Garfield blanket, a plate of ding dongs. What else would you like? 6 chicken McNuggets, or I don't talk. Then on to page whatever, 4 or 5. So one of my other favorite comics was ElfQuest. So this is from the ElfQuest books. The Oz books. There's a whole bunch of Oz books beyond, the first one. There's like dozens of them. I read all those books. I was a voracious reader. More collage. Beatlemania. Random photo of a very unhappy baby. So this was my idea of showing off my personality a little bit. Here's kind of my spiritual element coming through. I hadn't kind of remembered this part. Not that I was actually into Hare Krishna, but by any means, but I think it was just something I found in a magazine and just kind of found interesting. And then here's more. Oh, and then this is, that's why, because this is a Bloom County comic strip about Hare Krishna. I beg your pardon? I asked if you would make an offering to a spiritual pilgrim. Ah, you're a penguin too. Pilgrim, my son. Pilgrim. Yes, of the Hare Krishnas. Hairy Fishnuts? Hare Krishnas. Your offering would go to our prayer temples. Dimples? Prayer temples. Pear pimples for hairy fishnuts. Just cough up some dough, Mac. Pretty funny. And more Bloom County. And then, I don't know, there's like some essays and stuff. Oh, that must be like my actual homework that I did for the class in there. And some Calvin and Hobbes here. Far Side. That's my brother. Something out of the newspaper. There, and this was in Berkeley. I graduated from Berkeley High School, spring of 1989. So then here's just more. There's Oingo Boingo again. More ElfQuest, Beatlemania, blah blah blah. And some hippie stuff. Hippie folks on an awesome bus. And then the back page. So there you go, my interesting high school scrapbook. A little window into my life from more than 20 years ago. Alright, now I gotta deal with all this crap and stuff it all back in there. Get out of here with my my smaller backpack. I've been traveling with this bigger backpack, and because I'm going to Bali and don't need a whole lot of stuff, I'm taking my other smaller, kind of medium-sized backpack. Back to my friend, I'm staying with my friend Sharon's here in Portland, who I always stay with when I come through Portland. I use her address as my US address, and that's how it works as a world traveler with my cheap storage space and various mementos from the past. It's always quite a trip down memory lane when I come over here and go through some of my random boxes and pull out things and remember different aspects of my life and look back on it all and think, life is freaking crazy and interesting and always exciting and adventurous. Take care.